One nice feature of ProPresenter 6 is it gives you the ability to put real-time messages on your major display screens for all of your audience to see. We have another tutorial where we give you messages that refer to people or places, nursery workers who might need to communicate with parents, that kind of thing. But there's another class of messages that deal with time, either timers or clocks. If you want to learn more about timers and clocks themselves, we have a tutorial on that. But let me just say for now, to get to timers or clocks, you just click on Control-Shift-C, timers and clocks, and this will show you the ones that you have set up or the ones you can set up and how they function. That's a separate lesson that we have for you in ProPresenter 6. We won't go there, but we will see how messages integrate with timers and clocks. So we'll go to our messages again by clicking on View, dropping down to Messages. In the Windows system, it's Control-M, and there we go. Once again, we have a bar here that with a drop-down that shows me all my messages, and right now I only have one. This was my child alert message. We also have a show message, which will put it on the screen. Hide message. We have a transition. We have how long we want to display it. Until I remove it or click the hide button, 5 seconds up to 1 minute in length. I'll click on this one until, let's just try it for 10 seconds. The one we're about to do would normally be different. But I want to go onto the other screen I prefer when using messages, which is the edit message. Now that shows everything you just saw, but now it tells me exactly what the message will show. When I click on child alert, it will say attention and then a name, which you can fill in and change. Would you please come to, and then it gives the room, and you can enter that. And so we can rescue our staff from your child. Okay, let's create another one that uses one of these countdown or clock features. I'm going to click on the plus button, and it says new message. Well, I find that totally useless, so I'm going to click on it again and highlight it. And now I'm going to change it to time to service. Okay, now I've got a meaningful label on that message. Now let's create it. With it highlighted, I'll click in the message text, and I will say the worship service will begin in, and now I'm going to need one of my timer items here in my tokens. Well, it won't be the elapsed time. It's probably countdown 1 or countdown 2. I'm going to drag countdown 2 token in and see what it says. Countdown 2 is it is a clock, and it will count down till 8:15 a.m. So this would be a service that starts at 8:15 in the morning. I'm filming this in the evening, so that would be about the right. So we've got 10 hours, 29 minutes, etc. So that's what I have. I have a template. I can change that if I want to. Let's click on Show Message and see what it looks like. And it shows it, but it shows it again right on top in the middle. I need to change my template. I will clear my slide. I will pick a different template. We'll do impact. We'll do lower third scripture or title. The fonts are different depending on the template you use, and you must match the template to the size of your message. So let's try this one again. Pretend we're in this song, and I'll click on Show Message. And you notice it wasn't the right type size. It truncated it. Right message, wrong template. So we'll click on template again, and we'll try, doesn't matter which style we use. I'll try portfolio, but this time I'll use scripture, which is a smaller font. And we'll clear the slide again. We'll pretend we're in the song, and now I'll click Show Message, and there I have it. Worship service will begin in 10 hours, 28 minutes, and 25 seconds. And you can stop the counter if you want to and reset it. When I click on Start, obviously, since it's a countdown timer, it's doing the math between the current time and this time. And we can change the way in which it appears. We can say until I remove it, which is normally what you would do for a countdown timer. Or you could say until the counter ends. So when the counter ends, it will go away. That is as easy as it is to use a countdown timer in a message. This would be a very common one that you could just put on for time to service. There is more about using it visible on network. That's another lesson we'll deal with later. So this gives you an option on some things that you can do using messages and clocks and timers. Experiment with the various ones that you've set up on your system and enjoy this feature in ProPresenter 6.
We trust you found this second lesson in using messages within ProPresenter 6 to be useful. If you have, please like us and please subscribe to our channel here at The Sharper Turtle.